Alright everyone, this is going to be a tutorial on how to use and upgrade the mods in Warframe on PS4. I've seen a lot of tutorials out there, but mostly for PC. It's a lot easier when you got a mouse and clicking on things, but it could become confusing using the L1, the R1 buttons, X and O and square to apply. So I'm going to give you a little walk down. So first thing you want to do is press the start button. Okay, well, options button or the menu button on Xbox One. This is good for Xbox One as well, just different button layout. So my way that I found is the easiest is to do everything in your equipment and in your arsenal. So you'll go to equipment, you'll go to arsenal, and this is where you do everything anyways. You're going to upgrade them, change them, do whatever you want, change the appearance. So let's say I am going to I want to upgrade my Rhino Prime. I will press triangle to upgrade. This takes me to all the mods. Now, the top part of the screen shows what mods I have installed, and the bottom part is all the mods I have available. Now, if you look, let me highlight one of these. So if you look down here, I'll show you. It says it's antitoxin, tells you what it does. The top left-hand corner tells you how many of those actual mods you have. So I have 8 antitoxin mods. The top right-hand corner of that card shows you that it's going to cost me 4 points to put it to install it onto my Warframe or my rifle or whatever mod you're trying to do. The 4 points, if you look at the very top of the screen, tells you my capacity. Okay, my capacity is 74. I have a total of 74 points to spend, and I have right now 20 still available. So that 4 in the top right hand corner of that card is going to subtract from that 74 points. So I will move to one that has, I believe my configuration C doesn't have anything installed in it. If it does, I will remove them very quickly. So right now it shows that I have 60 out of 60 points to spend. If you look on the top left hand corner where it says capacity, 60 out of 60 points to spend. Now each one of these cards has a point value on the top right hand corner, so that's how many points it's going to cost you to spend. Okay, so again, antitoxin is going to cost me 4 points. This constitution, I have 2 of those cards, and it's going to cost me 10 points to spend. Right? Continuity, I have 2 of those, it's going to cost me 4 points to spend. Now you can see that the little marks are the polarities. Basically each one, I believe there's 4 different polarity types, and you can find them down here by pressing the R1 button. Auras will always go in this top corner here. This is going to help you a lot. It increases your points majority of the time. The next one is augments, don't have any of those. And then you got these here. This is Madari. Okay, Madari is the V. That's what I tell people. It's the V. The V is Madari. That's one polarity. The Vazarin is another polarity. That looks almost like a deformed triangle. Then you have the minus sign, which is Naramon, and the equal sign, which is Zeneric. So you could see that some of these have those polarities in them. Those are benefits. If it's something that you really like, a card that you really like, it's really nice to have that polarity. Some don't, but you can add them. So let's go back to get back into this configuration C, and now we're back in all. So I'm going to look for, say I want to add enemy sense. Enemy sense is going to cost me 4 points, and I have 2 of those. I will press the X and move it to whatever item I want in my upgrade. I can equip it to a slot with a different polarity, but it's going to penalize me. So if I add it here, you see now it's going to cost me 5 points. Here it says 4 points. If I put it on something different, it's going to cost me 5 points. So that's the penalty. If you have to do that because you have no choice, do it. If you can afford the points, do it. As long as you have it equipped, it's going to help you. But do your best to try to keep the polarities in the same slots. So let me remove this. Now, I could take this enemy sense and put it in one that does not have a polarity slot. And you see it only cost me 4 points, which is what the card says. The benefit of putting it in the same polarity is it normally cuts it in half. So if I take this enemy sense and put it into the same polarity, you see it only cost me 2 points. Okay, so that is the perk of having the same polarities in the same slots. Now, let's just say that I want to upgrade. Okay, a lot of people, this is where they get confused. They don't know how to fully upgrade an item. What I do is at this screen, you don't even have to leave this. You just press square. If you look at the bottom right portion of the screen, you see where it says R3 is actions, square is mods. Let's press square. This is going to show you all the mods that I have installed for my Warframe. So that means in configuration A, configuration B, configuration C. Every mod that I have installed in all 3 of those configurations is going to be here. So if you go back,
I understand if you have to
you can see
mods,
this is my configuration A,
this
is my configuration B, and this is my configuration C. Okay, the enemy sense. This is the card. Let's say I want to upgrade it. This is the one I'm going to look for. So again, press square for mods. This shows me all the installed, and we're going to look for enemy sense, which there it is. Okay, so I'm going to want to upgrade this. Now to upgrade it, I'll walk you through that as well. You're going to press X on the card that you want to upgrade, and it's going to bring up where it says fusion and sell. Selling is if you really need money, you could start selling some of these mods to earn some quick money. What I always do is I just use them in fusion. Fusion is what you do to upgrade the cards. So you could see the enemy sense at the very bottom. There's 5 little stars, completely unused. They're not glowing or anything. Or if you look here at redirection, let me go to a better one here, steel fiber, you see all those stars underneath? That's how many times that you can upgrade it. Now the glowing ones show you how many times I have upgraded it, and I still have 2 more upgrades to do for this card. But let's go back to enemy sense. So enemy sense, there's 5 stars. I can upgrade that 5 times. Okay, until it's maxed out. That's where it maxes out, after 5 upgrades, level 5. So let's move this up. You press X on the card that you want to upgrade, and you go up to fusion and press X on fusion. So it throws it up into the modding fusion. So right now it doesn't tell you anything. It just tells you that that's the card that we're going to fuse. So from there, I like to go back down into this menu here with all these cards. See how it says installed right above there? And I press the R1 button until it says, I'm sorry, and you press the L1 button until there's all, and then duplicates. I like to go duplicates. This will show me this fusion core. I have 87 of these fusion cores that I can add to upgrading that. Here I have 67 of those fusion cores. Now you can fuse, which is basically you're gonna take the cards here and you're gonna add them into that enemy sense card to upgrade it. So the polarities come into play here as well. You're going to get more XP towards that card using the same polarity than you would using a separate polarity. But your best ones are going to be the fusion cores. Okay? Fusion cores are going to upgrade it a lot more. But let's go ahead and go here. I have this no return. Same polarity. Okay? I have 24 of them. The amount it's going to cost to upgrade, that has nothing to do with it. That number 2 next to polarity, that's only for when I'm actually installing it on my Warframe. For the fusion, doesn't do anything. So that's number 2. Okay, I'm going to click on it, and it's going to ask me how many of these cards do I want to put into that upgrade. So it tells me down here that I have 24 of these cards. So when I press it, it tells me I have 24 available. That's telling me that I can use all the cards if I want to upgrade. Let me just go ahead and put 10. So I'm going to press R1 until it says 10, and then press X for OK. And you could see that it took 10 of my cards here. I'm putting 10, and it upgraded my enemy sense. If you look into the card that I'm upgrading, it put it to rank 2. Okay, you see those two little stars light up. That's telling you that I'm at rank 2 out of 5. Okay? But I want to put in more, so let's try quick draw. So I'll show you very quickly at how putting. Let's try diamond skin. I'll put one of these in and watch the XP bar, and you'll see how very little it goes up. So you saw very little. Okay, we'll try it again. Press X to cancel out on that card. You don't have to press circle to cancel. So say I sat here and I put in all of them. No, I didn't want to put in 10. Just press X on that card again, it removes them. Right? If you press circle, it's going to get you all the way out. You're going to have to start it over again. So let me do this. One card, you see how much XP. Not very much. Different polarities. Now let me look for one with the same polarity and see how much more XP this will give me. Here's one that has 6. Same thing. So I will go ahead and press OK, and I'll again watch the XP bar. See, gave me a lot more than using an opposite polarity. So using the same polarities will help. You don't have to. It does definitely give you more XP, but you can use any of these to upgrade it. So let's say I want to put in something else. So I'm going to go here. I have a lot of these pressure points. So let me go ahead and press this. It has 67 available. I'll put in 10. And it didn't raise it much. You could see that. Vitalities have 52. Let me put some of those in. Let me say 15. Okay, still rank 2. Now remember, this is a rare card, I believe, so it's going to cost you a lot more money and a lot more cards to upgrade it. Let me go to Revenge. And we'll put in one more. Let's see, Point Strike. Or you know what, let me put in something with the same polarity. Put in 10, and now I'm at rank 3. Okay, so let's just say that whether I don't want to upgrade this anymore, I'm okay, or I may not have a lot of money to put into it. Most people make the mistake thinking, okay, I'm done, and they back out, but they're not. When they back out, they're canceling. You have to apply this. So it's telling me that I'm going to put 10 quick draws, 5 revenge, 15 vitalities, and 10 pressure points. It's going to rank my card up to rank 3. And if you look all the way to the right, it tells you that it's going to cost me $18,000 to do this. Okay? So this is where people mess up. They cancel out by accident, thinking that they're done when they're not. You're going to press square. It's going to ask you if you're sure. You're going to say yes, and it's gone. But it's not. It's just taking it out of that fusion thing because you've already upgraded it. So if you press circle to cancel the fusion, press circle again to exit, you're going to see that we go to configuration C, and there is that enemy sense right there. It has now went from a 2 points to a 4 points. Okay, it's also increased the enemy sense to plus 20 enemy radar. You can see down at the bottom of that card that 3 out of the 5 stars are filled, telling you that you've upgraded it 3 out of 5 times. Okay? So it's that simple. I know it's confusing at first because they don't give you much of a tutorial and nothing, hold your hand through it to show you, well, this is what I'm trying to do. It's simple once you get the hang of it. But this is the part that frustrates people so much that they normally quit playing. And if you quit playing, you're really hurting yourself because this is an amazing game. I've been on it for 2 years. I'm going to try to do more of these tutorials. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, press like, please. It really helps me. Subscribe, comment below. Let me know what you want to see. If there's something that you're confused on for Warframe or even any other game, let me know. I'll try to put the tutorial together for you, try to walk you through it if that's what you need. Okay? Don't mind helping. Again, thanks for watching. Press like, subscribe, appreciate it, and we'll talk to you soon.